I think sticking with the Big 12, I think TCU is going to have a hard time, kind of following up, reaching the mountaintop with so many people that they lost off this roster this year. And the Big 12 as a whole, right now, obviously we're still waiting on a schedule. I know Mac Rhodes, the Baylor AD, has said it's probably going to be in a couple of weeks here at the end of the month. But as a whole, when I think Texas, this is like a make or break season for the Longhorns, in my opinion, because
at least for Sark.
Yeah, at least for Sark. And then you add A.D. Mitchell to already a loaded receiving core with Quinn Ewers. And I know Quinn was kind of hit or miss last year, but I think that's more so the expectations from the outside people per se than realizing this is a dude playing his first year of college football. So I think that was kind of slanted. But overall, what are your thoughts on the Longhorns and really the talent that they're going to have around them next season?
Yeah, they're going to have some talent. I mean, you bring, 10 of 11 starters back on offense, and last year was kind of the ramp-up year, it felt like, for Quinn Ewers. Like, this will be the year where, okay, we want to see some ROI. Like, we put in a lot resources-wise. We've done a lot recruiting-wise. You got a quarterback who's one of the highest-rated recruits of all times in the scouting era, modern scouting era. Like, all right, his second year in the offense, like, let's do something. I think the make or break for me is like, y'all have to make the Big 12 championship game. Do they have to win it? I don't know if I believe that for him to stay the head coach, but I think just seeing something of getting to Jerry World and playing in that game would mean a lot. The reason why I don't think he'll be fired anytime soon, or at least after this year, unless just the wheels fall off and something unforeseen happens, is because the 2023 recruiting class for us here at On 3, consensus-wise, is like number 3 in the country. And baked into that is Arch Manning.
Of course.
And if Steve Sarkisian were to be fired or go somewhere else, to me, that jeopardizes someone that you're really excited about and thinks could turn the tides of your program in Arch Manning. So that's a whole other conversation, I suppose. But, I mean, with people committing to people and Steve Sarkisian being the person that Arch Manning committed to, you want to hold that card as long as you can until it's like, hey, man, it's not working. It's evident to everybody. We're all on the same page. Let's look for someone else. But yeah, I mean, making the Big 12 title game, you're absolutely right. Like, they have to have something substantial to put forth for all of their efforts on the recruiting trail and NIL and resources. Like, they have to have something to show for it now. I think that's 100% true.
So then I guess maybe what's on the flip side of that? Like, how much can they struggle this year before you start having those hot seat questions asked?
Yeah. I mean, I think if they were to miss a bowl game, or if they're in like that 6-win range, like if that happens for the second time, because the first year we all kind of gave him a pass and said, okay, he inherited some of these problems. There's issues at Texas. They're going to get it fixed. And you take a step forward where they didn't control their own destiny, but they had a chance to play for a Big 12 title until like the last week of the season. And then if you were to take a step backwards in year 2 under Quinn Ewers, like if they miss a bowl game, I think that would be the situation where you go, okay, we gotta talk about this, because at that point it's not a thing that Arch Manning can step in and fix. At that point, it's like Arch Manning might be playing in some games if we're missing bowl games and things like that. So that's kind of my thought process around it. Again, that's a pretty low bar, but that would be where I'm really concerned.